morning, guys. Or afternoon. It's morning for me. Well, first of all, are you guys interested in the culinary business? The restaurant and all that? Because I own a restaurant also. And it's been in the business for over 31 years. And started at McDonald's in Rehoboth. So, but it's a really cool industry. It's always changing. What's cool now is the food trucks. I'm not sure if you've seen it on TV or anything like that. What's really cool about it is that you're cooking fresh right in front of people, and they're giving you money to cook. You know what I mean? And that's really a really cool thing where you can able to go mobile and go to different places. In fact, I was just at Cape Cod Open in-service for the teachers for in-service day, and teachers got to eat our PoBoys. My restaurant is Cajun Creole. It's PoBoys, jambalaya, etouffee, gumbo, a whole bunch of really cool stuff. And I'll get you some menus. I don't know if you guys leave my restaurant later. Right? But what's really cool about food trucks is like what I'm sorry,
Miss Russell.
Miss Russell says. It's small. Mine's a 14-foot. That means the cab is about 5 feet, but the back is 14 feet. That means you have to pack as much stuff in there as you can, and I guess any little, I mean, you'll see in my truck, everything's pushed up against each other. There's no space at all. So you have to kind of work within that. I mean, it's not just cooking apparatuses and all, it's actually like things you have to put the food in. There's sinks. There's, in code, you have to have a 3-bin sink and a hand sink. And there's quite a few other things that you need in this truck. So you have to kind of think about that when you're drawing up the back of the truck. Also, when you're drawing or thinking about, think about what type of food you're making. Because say if you're doing breakfast, you definitely want to do a flat top. So you can do omelets and eggs and things like that. Only put in your truck what you need for your menu. Okay? But it's, I mean, the food truck itself, you also, when you think about the outside, when you see my truck, you can see it miles away. It's flashy. You want it as flashy as possible, because if someone's driving down, you want someone to say, oh my God, what is that? You know what I mean? And you want them to turn to see what it is at first, and then you've caught them. You know what I mean? You've caught them, and then all of a sudden you talk about the food and everything. But it's, with all of this here, you just want to make sure it's all fit inside the space that you're given. But also, again, you need to make sure you have sinks and 3-bin sinks. Those are the things that the Board of Health, you have to make sure you have that. They won't let you build a truck with them. But anyway, the truck itself is, it's like a Federal Express truck. That's what mine is. And when you go into this, you also have to know how to work on trucks, or know a really good person who knows how to work on trucks, because it's a constant driving back and forth, things like that. What else would you like?
A little bit, the next part, so after designing your truck, I'm going to ask you guys to market it to your target audience, which you outlined in your concept. So a little bit about like who is your target audience, and then how do you get them to come to your truck?
Well, marketing with my restaurant and the food truck, I do social media big time. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's where everybody's on. You know what I mean? Everybody's constant. If you have your friends, I started, when I got my restaurant, I got every single friend to tell and told them I was getting a restaurant. That's a good base, and then you keep rolling with that. Literally, you just constantly post, and people keep sharing. I spend no money whatsoever on any kind of advertising. No paper, no magazines, no anything. I constantly do that. And what happened is it got so big that papers were calling me. TV channels were calling me. And that became a snowball where all of a sudden I didn't have to do anything like that. So you have to have something that, with your truck, you have to have something, something that someone else doesn't do. A hitch, or something that someone doesn't do, just something. It can't just be burgers and french fries, because everybody does that. So if you do burgers and french fries, do something like, it's got something that's on that burger that no one else has. You know what I mean? It's something that's, like, my thing is I have beignets, which are a donut, okay? But also what I do at the restaurant, I have t-shirts and hats. If someone wears a t-shirt or hat to the food truck, they get free beignets. That's to draw them in. You want to have something to get them to your truck, because nowadays there's so many different places, restaurants, trucks and all that. You got to have something, a hook to get them to your truck. So when you do your advertising, put that hook on your advertising. So when they see that, they know they want to get to your truck and try it out. Then you blow them away with your food. Another thing is also, you have to be good with public. You have to be able to talk to them. You have to have a smile on your face. Because I always say, there's how many thousands of restaurants are there? There's a lot. But they came and picked me that day. That's big. So you have to be able to say thank you very much and be able to converse with them and be very social. Because then if you have a smile on your face, you put a smile on their face. You want them to make sure that you really appreciate them coming to your establishment or your food truck, and they're spending their hard-earned money to have your food. But with the advertising and how it's just constant. With the phones nowadays, it's in your hand anyway. So you might as well what I do is I take pictures of my food, take pictures of wherever I go with my truck, and you'll see my truck. It's crazy color. So when you see it and you put it up against something, and then with a Facebook or Instagram, when they see that, they're like, oh my God, there's that truck again. There's that truck again. It's constant.
That's great.
Okay.
So,